Next, envelope detector and signal to noise ratio. Consider an IF amplifier with bandwidth BIF followed by a second detector and a video amplifier with bandwidth BV as shown in figure. So this is the envelope detector. This is a part of the radar receiver. This envelope detector is nothing but second detector and video amplifier. These two are called envelope detector. So here the bandwidth of IF amplifier is B suffix IF and second detector performs the demodulation operation and the bandwidth of video amplifier is BV. Here the second detector and video amplifier forms envelope detector and rejects the carrier frequency and allows the modulation envelope. Modulation envelope means demodulated signal. Next, to extract the modulation envelope, that means to perform the demodulation operation, the bandwidth of video amplifier must be wide enough to pass all low frequency components and not allow the high frequency components. One more thing, the bandwidth of this video amplifier is half of the bandwidth of IF amplifier, so that this allows all low frequency components. So this is the part of receiver. In this, the second detector followed by video amplifier forms envelope detector. This second detector performs the demodulation amplifier. In this, I need to find two parameters. One is the probability of false alarm. Next, probability of detection. What is the probability of false alarm means? What is the probability that noise alone cross the threshold? Then only false alarm happens. So now the input to the envelope detector is only noise. Then I will analyze the probability of false alarm. So without applying input signal, the noise only applied to the envelope detector. And one more thing, here the noise is Gaussian noise. Already we know what is Gaussian noise in probability theory. Let us assuming that only noise enters the IF filter or IF amplifier. So the noise entering the IF filter is assumed to be Gaussian with the probability density function given by, this is the probability density function of any Gaussian variable. Here psi naught represent mean square value of the noise. Mean square value of the noise. And we represent voltage of the noise. This is the probability density function. By using probability density function, I need to find the what is the probability of noise alone cross the threshold. This one, the probability density function. One more thing, this is the probability density function of input noise. Now I need to find what is the probability density function of envelope R of the noise voltage at the output of the receiver. So please try to understand. This is the probability density function of input noise that enters the IF amplifier and produce the output. The probability density function of output signal is given by this one. This is given by Rice, which is scientist name. So this is the probability density function of output noise voltage. This is the probability density function of input Gaussian noise. When this noise enters the previous envelope detector, this is the output produced at the receiver output, and this is the probability density function of noise output. Next, the probability that noise voltage envelope will exceed the threshold Vt is the integral of P of R evaluated from Vt to infinity. If this threshold is exceeded by the noise, then only decision is made in the favor of target. If noise does not exceed this Vt, then decision is not made in favor of the target. If envelope exceeds the threshold, there is a target. If envelope does not exceed, means there is no target. But in this case, there is no input signal, only noise entering the receiver. Then what is the probability that noise will exceed the threshold voltage? That gives the probability of false alarm. So probability that this noise output voltage exceeds the threshold Vt, which is given by integral Vt to infinity R by psi naught exponential minus R square by 2 psi naught dr. By evaluating this integral, we get this one. This is the probability of false alarm, which is denoted by P suffix Fa. The probability of false alarm is the probability that noise will cross the threshold. Noise will cross the threshold and be called a target. Actually, there is no target. Due to noise, the output of the receiver cross the threshold and decision is made in the favor of target, but actually there is no target. When only noise is present. Once again, probability of false alarm is the probability that noise will cross the threshold and be called a target when only noise is present. So this is the probability of false alarm expression. Now I will also derive this probability of false alarm in terms of false alarm time. So this is the envelope of receiver output illustrating false alarms due to noise. This is the RMS value of the noise. This is the envelope of the output noise voltage, and this is the threshold value. When this envelope crosses the threshold, then decision is made in the favor of target. Whenever the envelope is below this threshold, there is no target detection. So here envelope crosses the threshold during time small tk. Similarly, here also envelope crosses the threshold during tk plus 1 here also. But small t suffix k represent the time between two crossings. This is the time between two crossings. The average time interval between crossings of threshold by noise alone is defined as the false alarm time, T suffix Fa. So average time interval between crossings of the threshold by the noise alone. That means in previous, this is added and this is added. Similarly, these all are added and divided by n. Then we are getting false alarm time. The average crossing time between the thresholds, which is T suffix Fa is equal to limit n tends to infinity 1 by n integral k is equal to 1 to n T suffix k. The false alarm probability of false alarm is also defined as the ratio of the duration of time the envelope is actually above the threshold and to the total time. That means in this case, this is the time the envelope above the threshold, this is also time above the threshold, this is also above the threshold. That time divided by this total time, that gives the probability of false alarm. This is the expression. P suffix F is equal to, this is total duration of envelope above the threshold and this is a total time. This one. Here already we know this one represent not this one, this one. This one represent P suffix FA, and this is equal to reciprocal of bandwidth of the IF amplifier. So finally PFA is equal to 1 by TFA and bandwidth of the IF amplifier. Now we need to equate this expression and this both, then we get by equating equations 1 and 2, we get TFA, false alarm time, is equal to 1 by B suffix IF exponential Vt square by 2 psi naught. Next, probability of detection. I know what is the probability that signal plus noise will cross the threshold. Consider now a sine wave signal of amplitude A to be present along with noise at the input to the IF filter, then output of the envelope detector has a probability given by directly. If noise plus signal both are entering the IF amplifier, then output of the envelope detector is given by this expression, where I naught of Z is the modified Bessel function of 0 order and argument Z. For larger value of Z, we can express this I naught of Z as this one. I naught of Z is equal to e power Z into by root 2 pi Z, this one. How to express this Bessel function? Now probability that signal will be detected is same as the probability that envelope R will exceed the predetermined threshold Vt. When signal is detected means whenever the envelope exceeded the predetermined threshold Vt. Then how to obtain this? That probability of detection Pd is therefore Pd is equal to integral Vt to infinity Ps of R into dr, and we need to integrate. Now substitute this value and we get this one. But it is somewhat difficult to evaluate this integral, so remember as it is. Now I need to convert this in terms of S by M ratio. The equation discussed above may be converted to power by replacing signal to RMS noise voltage ratio with the following. Converted to power by replacing signal to RMS noise voltage ratio, the following expression. So in previous expression, A by root psi naught, which is signal amplitude by RMS noise voltage, and this is converted in 2 times the RMS signal voltage by say RMS noise voltage. You can modify this as 2 into signal power by noise power whole power 1 by 2. Here this is the signal to noise ratio. So 2s by n whole power 1 by 2. So in place of this we can substitute this signal to noise ratio value. If you want I will explain. In this A by psi naught. This is replaced by signal to noise ratio. Then this equation becomes previous only amplitude, signal amplitude noise voltages, but that is converted to power by replacing the signal to RMS noise voltage ratio with the following expression. So this is replaced with, this is voltage, this is replaced with this one. So this is the plot, this is threshold. When only noise is present below the threshold, and if it is above the threshold, that creates probability of false alarm. This is signal plus noise. When this value is greater than this threshold, that gives the probability of detection. If noise exceeds this, that gives probability of false alarm. Signal plus noise exceeds this, that gives the probability of detection. So that is way to find probability of false alarm and probability of detection.